Hey everyone, Lensmanos here and welcome to another episode of Modular Mayhem Reloaded. So you can see I've been playing around with my village a lot. What I've done is I've gone into the config and made it so the guy builds a lot quicker and doesn't require material, because honestly I was just ignoring the village and I wanted to see what I could do with it. If you look down here, we now have a few more people living. We've got that's a house, that's a restaurant, we've got a chicken farm and a pig farm up the back here. The bakery's building over here. I've added a bit more, couple of crops here, potatoes and carrots more than anything because the breeding requires that. This farm is being a bit derpy, so I have broken the little farm man thing that goes on top. It's interesting that one has a pumpkin on it. Anyway. So this will only run itself, basically. It kind of works, it kind of doesn't. It's a bit of a... I don't know, I have to keep giving it fuel every now and then. Or giving it a push, so to speak. Anyway, I'll eventually change it over to something else. So yeah, just let them expand a lot. And the mine or the quarry or whatever it is fairly upgraded at the moment. What are you doing? Just chilling in the corner, are you? You're waiting for... You'll be waiting for ore to smelt, right? Just any ore. So this is pretty cool in here now. You're probably waiting for something too. You're probably waiting for a pick of some description. Yep. Keeps burning through picks. But check this out. So now that it's a little bit more updated, we'll go down, I think it was... Oh, which level was it? Ah, this one. This is one she's done the most work on. And she's done a lot. Like, let me just get back to flying. She's been mining all the way out here and picking up all the ores she can. So it's fairly She hasn't gone that way though. Oop, lag. And then all the way out this way. She hasn't finished out here, I don't think, because there's a lot of darkness. Ah, that's why. It'd be great if she could get into there. Oh, hello. Could do with some more of these blocks, but there'll be one of those guys in there, won't there? Oh, creeper. A lot of ores down here. See if I can find him. No, he's fallen out. Be down the bottom somewhere. That's cool. Let's get back out of here. So yeah, definitely, it definitely works for quarrying stuff, but I don't think the area where we're currently at is very high in materials at this level. She keeps getting attacked by skeletons too. She forgot to light up this area down here and there was a skelly. There's one. Must be down in there. Anyway, so I'll give her a pick at some point. It'd be nice if they made their own tools. I thought that's what this was, the smeltery was, but I think that's a block that hasn't been done yet, which is the... where is it? There's a forge one. The forge. It's not implemented as it says. But I'm guessing once they get the forge going, they'll be able to make their own tools, which would be fantastic. So maybe in a future update, we'll be able to build a forge and have them really self-sustaining. So at the moment, they're kind of a fair bit of food should be coming in, and the restaurant will now make food for them. The other tweak I did was I made it so that the village can actually see a little bit further, because it wasn't quite working the way it should have been. Let's see. You're the builder, aren't you? There's no worker here yet. So we do need a little bit more in the way of housing. Let's just check. I don't think there's any more people. See, I've got hiring mode back on automatic. So what's the easiest way of doing this? Let's find, you know what, you can upgrade this house or something. Could probably do building a couple more, but come in here and upgrade that, my friend. And he'll start that when he gets a moment. He'll probably come running. Anyway, let's head back and have a nap. You may have noticed the big chiseled dirt pad I've got over here. I've got a plan to do a little bit more of. Oh, I'll put my bed back upstairs. I had it downstairs for a bit because there was mobs around. I want to do a bit of immersive engineering. And to do that, we're going to need a few things. One, I'm going to need a crafting table out there, which would be a good idea. I don't think there's any, just a crafting table. We've got some treated wood here, so let's look at immersive. First thing I want to make is actually the table. This thing. So I'm going to need, I don't think I've got the fencing, no. I probably could have got it off one of the houses. So let's make, do I have the sticks? I do have sticks. So let's make some treated wood fencing. And I want to make this. And then I want to make this one. So this one for crafting components allows us to make iron mechanical components, steel mechanical components, vacuum tubes and circuit boards. So if you look at, and that was all the paper I had, your, oh, it was on that page, your iron mechanical component. It takes 4 iron plates and a copper ingot. If you do it in the engineer's workbench, it's 2 iron plates and a copper ingot. So it's actually a lot more effective if you've got this blueprint and you can do it in here. So we're going to get this set up, and I think I'm actually going to set this up here, somewhere close by to our crafting, and we're going to build our machines out there. So I've got a bit of steel going. What I want to make is I want to get to the immersive oil stuff. I want to get to having the crusher and all of the machines, really. I want, you know, metal press, all that sort of stuff, just to, you know, to build it. The excavator would be cool. So this is going to take a lot of material, and it's going to require pretty much 4,000 RF a tick, which really is the diesel generator. So there's a few things we'd like to get underway here. So if we work our way through the squeezer, fermenter, etc., maybe we can get some cloches doing the materials we need to make the diesel generator. So if we look into that, let's start with the diesel generator here. Requires biodiesel, which requires a refinery, which requires the squeezer and fermenter. So we've got a lot of blocks we need to make up. Squeezer here. Yep, 2 hatches, etc. We can put melons, or industrial hemp seeds would be the best one to do. So we'll get a couple of cloches doing hemp seeds. And then we have the fermenter. And it's probably melons, I think, is the best one here, because you get more melon slices than you do potatoes. So to make these, we're going to need a few things. We are going to need steel scaffolding, fluid pipes, redstone engineering block, light engineering block. So let's get our steel scaffolding. So we're running outside. I've got the only other thing I've done in between, I put a drum here with a bit of fluid duct so we can get creosote. So we've got 32 buckets of creosote at the moment. And in here I've got some steel. And I know that's not as efficient, but yeah, I'll better take that slag out of there too. 5 blocks of steel. It might do okay for us for the moment. Let's convert that back into ingots. So if we look, we need Alright, piston and the wooden barrels. Piston's easy. Let's go back the other direction. Wooden barrel. Just need some slabs. I think I need 2 lots of that. Because we needed 4 barrels, right? Tick, 4 wooden barrels. We need a piston. Redstone engineering block. Right. The 2 light engineering blocks. So the light engineering block is made with your iron mechanical components, and we're going to need a couple of iron plates and a piece of copper. So let's grab a few of them, and then I'll type in iron. I've got 4 iron plates. I wonder if that'll work. If I put in this and this, 2. Okay. I guess that, if we go to this, maybe it isn't as efficient. Maybe it is the same. And we only get 1. Yeah, that's okay. We got the. That's good. That's good. I was getting a bit worried there. So we need 2. I need 2 more of them. So I'm going to need some more iron plates. So hammer. Okay. Let's grab them. Awesome. So light engineering blocks. Oh, we get 2 for that. That's cool. Next, 2 fluid pipes. So let's look at pipes. Need some more iron plate. Okay, we're going to run out of iron pretty quickly on this. Pretty quickly indeed. I'm not sure what iron ore I've got at the moment. I'm actually out. Yeah. I think there might be some out in the thing outside, but probably not a lot. So, do I have a piston in here? Should do, yep. Because there was a few in the drawers that are now gone, which is all nice and clean up here, by the way. Oh, and the other thing I should probably mention was down here, I cleaned up a bit, put some covers on, realised you can't use chisels and bits on embers, on Future Pack, or something else I tried to use it on, and I got a little bit frustrated. So I've hidden some of the cabling behind the wall. We've got some covers on some of our bits and pieces here. There's covers on here. There's a cobblestone cover. And I've tried to hide as much as I could without completely hiding everything, but I think it looks a lot neater and tidier. I've pushed the Future Pack machines back into the wall, and these ones may go into the wall as well, but at the moment, so that the heating's good, and I think I'll leave it as it is. Down here, do one other thing. I've put in a Magneticraft multi-block set of shelves. So you can see here it's got 3 different shelves, and you put chests on. So you just make a bunch of chests and place them on here. And on here at the moment I've got an external storage. Downside that I found to this is that it seems to double the items that you've got in your system. So I've only got 1 external storage on here, but it'll say I've got 2 times the amount of materials. You know, so I'll put a stack in of dirt, for example, and it'll say I've got 2 stacks. But down here, this is set to, you know, just mainly your blocks. So it's putting a lot of that stuff straight. Inventory's full. This show you off the other thing I was making. I made myself an ender chest and an ender pouch. So these can go away. I was off mining and getting quite bored with it, actually. I was off mining over... where would it map? Let's go to the map. I was off mining here, just to get it into an area where the new generation will be. So I've got a bit of a mining tunnel at the bottom of one of the future pack dungeons. And yeah, I got sick of jumping backwards and forwards, so I made myself an ender chest here, which has the importer on the back of it. And obviously anything I dump into my ender pouch will dump into this ender chest, which gets put into the system. Just something quite simple. Just gets it back to base quick enough. What time of the day is it? Is that afternoon? Oh, yeesh. Alright, let's continue. So it wants a couple of steel fences, I think. So we're going to need to make some steel rods. There's different steel rod recipes too. Yeah, that's what I thought. Put that away. Don't want too many. How many did I need? Just 3, excellent. And some steel scaffolding. So I'm going to need another, not sure how many steel. Oh, you get 6, so I need another 3 of them. So that's steel scaffolding. That's not the recipe. That's not the recipe. Is it just 3 rods? Ah, it's 3 rods. Whoops. My bad. It's alright, I'm sure the fences will come in handy somewhere else. Okay, let's sleep. And then we can get this device built, the squeezer. So I was thinking I may end up getting rid of this tree. Squeezer and then the fermenter in the middle. These two either side, so the squeezer and the fermenter either side, and then the refinery thing in the middle. So just let's take into account that these 2 blocks are going to be there. I don't want to kill the paper bark tree. I'm going to start it about here. So what do we need to do? So this one in the corner, I guess. And then like that. Okay. This one in the front corner. What else do we need? Those 4, 3 fences, okay. And then piston on top. Grab our hammer. I think I'll hit it. No, not there. Let's get rid of these. Whoops. Because there'll be somewhere here I need to hit it. Ah, there it is. So I need to hit it on that block. There we go. There's our squeezer. Cool. We get inputs here, power, a few other bits and pieces. Our power goes in there. But if we do that and then we have our leave a block distance, and just take that out for the moment. And it's a 5x3, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then space, and then yeah, we got plenty of room. May leave 2 spot gap between the 2. All right. Let's just have a quick look in the book. So I guess we're going to need to get power over there as well, but we're going to need the fermenter and the refinery. Fermenter is going to require fairly similar sort of things: 6 steel scaffolding, 2 light engineering blocks, 4 cauldrons, and 4 iron sheet metal. Most of my iron. Okay. Gotta keep this on me. That's not the recipe. It's that. Yeah, 4 iron sheet metal. Need some more scaffolding. Oh, it's worth a try, right? Okay. What else do we need? 2 light engineering blocks. Awesome. So as I said, we'll leave a little bit of a gap. Let's put our torches back here. I made a new shovel too. I made a supercharged shovel and I made a supercharged sword. Supercharged shovel, reason I did that so I can do a 3x3 by putting it into the supercharged mode. So we'll go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll start our next one here. Okay, so what do we need in this corner? So we've made the squeezer, we'll make the fermenter. It's very similar. All right, pretty much same sort of shape. Yep, so if we do that, that there, pipes again, and then our 4 cauldrons. And then our 4 iron sheet metal on top. And hammer. Oh, that's a wand. Hammer. Awesome. So there's our fermenter and our squeezer. And then we'll build, hopefully I did that right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll build the next piece in the middle. And obviously we don't have any of the power or anything over here yet, the refinery. We're going to require 8 steel scaffolding, 5 fluid pipes, redstone, 2 light, 2 heavy, and 16 iron sheet metal, which I'm not going to have the iron for. I need to go mining. I've got a few in here, I think. No, 1. I ran the pipe underground here just to make it so that I could walk through, but then I decided to build the path on this side of the... on this side just to make it a bit neater. So I'm going to need iron. I wonder if... I was going to say, I wonder if the village has iron, but that would probably take me forever to do. So let's just drop downstairs. I've got 48 iron here. Hey! One of the other things I tried out was a nuclear craft... what's it called? Decay generator, I think it is. This one. The idea is you put blocks of thorium or uranium near it, and it creates power. So I created 27,500 RF from 2 blocks of uranium, 2 blocks of thorium, and as they break down, they convert into other things. So we've got depleted uranium here and depleted thorium, and I left the uranium too long, and it turned into a block of lead. So yeah, it's definitely. If you need the depleted uranium for anything, then it's the way to go about it. Let's turn this into steel. All right, so we might have what we need to make this next couple of things. I'm going to need a couple more of these. In here, and I'm going to need another copper. Whoop. Need a couple of copper. Let's put them in. Okay, so oh, I only got the one. That's right. 1, 2. Okay, that gives me the second one. So the book wants 8 steel scaffolding. Let's start with that. So scaffolding might be enough now. Cool. 5 fluid pipes, so I got 4. Typical. There we go. One redstone engineering block. Too light, too heavy. So let's make the light. And then the heavy one requires the steel mechanical components. So again, we're going to need 4 steel. Steel. For them. And electrum in the middle. So do I have any electrum? Oh, hang on, no, this is still copper. I'm going to take these ones. Oh no, we'll leave the future pack ones, I guess. So if we put this and that in there, we should be able to get our steel mechanical components, which will let us build our heavy. I'm going to need 2 pistons. 1, 2, oh, really? 2. Okay. Next. 16 iron sheet metal. So that's just going to require 16 of these. Okay. Boom. Is that everything? Yes. Can I sleep? Come on, can I just want to get this built. It's ridiculous. I should be able to sleep. There we go. Alright. Let's just quickly get this built, and then next episode we'll hook things up. So front. Okay. So is that the heavy at the front there? And the light at the back. Okay, so easiest way to do this one is to put this down. Pretty sure it's heavy at the front. And the light at the back, is that right? Yes. Not you. Okay. Get rid of our torches. Steel scaffolding. Okay. Pipe through the guts. Yep. And then redstone at this end. Okay. That goes there. And then I'm pretty sure it's just this on top. Like that. I think that's everything. Yep. And then we should be able to hit it somewhere with a hammer. Hey. Alright. So there's our 3 things to make biodiesel. Diesel generator may end up, I might spread this out a bit here. Or we may build it in the middle to be able to transmit power everywhere. But we're going to need to build probably a few capacitors. It'll need to be HV as well, because of the different amount of power going through. But then we need to get some garden cloches up and running. So these are going to require those vacuum tubes, which is the other thing I needed for that blueprint for. So it's some copper wire, glass, and redstone. Fairly cheap and easy. And we'll make a few cloches. Probably, I'm thinking, it depends on the speed, but let's say a minimum of 3, just to make it a little bit easier. And we'll put, 3 across the back here, or something like that, just so we can direct import with pipework straight into the inputs here. So, but yeah, getting power around is going to be the next bit. Obviously, we can use immersive wiring. I do notice that this wiring breaks all the time. It breaks every time there's a pack update, which is why I'm still carrying around my copper coil, so I can rewire it all the time. But yeah, basic intro to fuel for this, and then eventually we'll start looking at, where's that oil? There's oil under the ground there somewhere. We'll start pumping oil as well, which will be good fun. I'll probably need more space, which is why I started to clear this area out. I may end up flattening all that as well and expanding this whole pad out. But we're definitely taking over the top of the hill and letting the village down below sprawl. I did debate whether to put a second village on this side just for giggles, but I think that's probably too close. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you all for watching. Bit of a start into immersive engineering. Hope you all enjoyed it. Leave comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.